So House GOP leader Kevin McCarthy put out a long statement on it. Here's what he had to say. Having heard from so many of you in recent days, it's clear that we need to make a change. As such, each day spent relitigating the past is one day less we have to seize the future. This is no time to take our eyes off the ball. If we are to succeed in stopping the radical Democrat agenda from destroying the country, these internal conflicts need to be resolved so as not to detract from the efforts of our collective team. We are a big tent party and blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to read all of that because then Trump went on to call for Liz Cheney's ouster, and he's calling for Elise Stefanik to take over in Liz Cheney's place. I have mixed emotions about Elise Stefanik. Elise Stefanik is the moderate's moderate. Now, we had our friend Nan Hayworth on the show the other day, and Nan Hayworth talked about, well, she has to reflect the values of her district. She's in a New York district, not exactly blood red. I get all that, and I don't have anything personal against Elise Stefanik. Maybe we'll have her on the show, but I don't think the future of the GOP has to be somebody that Donald Trump anoints. I mean, I'm fine with that, but the future of the GOP should be somebody with some guts, who's going to be bold enough to lead and fight for the things you and I believe in. That's what we need. But it is what it is. As far as this never Trump wing goes, I want you to understand something. There's an entire industry around this. When you see these hardcore never Trump Republicans like Adam Kinzinger, when you see them all over television trashing the GOP, trashing Donald Trump all the time, trashing now Kevin McCarthy. I want to play this for you, and then I'm going to tell you what you're really seeing, because people get confused about what they're seeing when they see Kinzinger do that stuff. I'll explain how this works after you get done watching him here.
Look, it's interesting because I actually thought the person that should have their leadership challenge was Kevin McCarthy after January 6th, because that's why this all happened. And the Freedom Club and, some of those folks went on offense against Liz, and it was probably a really brilliant strategic play because all of a sudden she's on the defense. And to her credit and to others' credit, I was considering, having a vote of no confidence against Kevin. And our feeling was, no, let's move on. We're going to vote to impeach the president. We need to move on. And then it was them that came back after Liz, not because Liz is any real threat to them, except to make them feel uncomfortable.
Okay, so what I get from that is, what I get from a lot of you is, I don't understand. Why is he doing this? Why is he saying this? Why is he doing this? You understand that in this business, the cable news pundit business, it's, a job people like to have. Obviously, I'm the most blessed guy in the world to work for The First. I get to come on TV and run my mouth every single day. That's what I do for a living. It's a great job. I don't get why people complain about it. It's an awesome job. Adam Kinzinger is about to be bounced from Congress. He's probably going to lose his primary. What do you do in response to that? Well, there's no easier way to get a cable news pundit job in the world than by being the Republican who trashes Republicans. You see them all over these networks, the CNNs, the MSNBCs, every single show. There's some token Republican out there because you want to make it look like I'm just calling balls and strikes, but Republicans are definitely the Nazi antichrists. That's what he's doing. It's not more complicated than that. A year or two from now, Adam Kinzinger won't be in Congress. He'll be out. He'll take a nice little paycheck from CNN or MSNBC. By the way, Mr. Producer, go ahead and write this down so when he takes that job, I can come on here and say, I told you so. He's going to take a little cable news pundit job. And what's he going to do? Well, he's going to make a 10-year career out of going on these shows and being the Republican who never has anything nice to say about Republicans. It's not more complicated than that. Part of me, even though he's a scumbag, part of me respects the hustle. Hey, thanks so much for watching The First on YouTube. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and like and subscribe. You heard me. Like it, subscribe. You'll get a lot more of it and a lot more of me. Thanks.